What's going on, guys? Gomes here, back again on another MLB The Show 19 Diamond Dynasty video. You see it up in the top right hand corner, or one of those two. I always get that mixed up. We're level 100, damn it. That's the only important thing that we're talking about in this video. We are level 100 XP, so we do have our last two 99 maxed out Signature Series players to claim. And I'm also going to include some tips within this video. I was debating between making a separate video, but I thought I'd include it with this one. Some final tips I have on earning XP. Quickly, if you guys could leave a like down below on this video, definitely is appreciated. Would really enjoy that a lot. Also, subscribe if you guys are new to the channel. Getting close to 17,000. Thank you guys so much for the incredible support. All MLB The Show 19 rounds. So you guys can see within our packs, we have our final two max diamond players that we are going to claim, and some more packs. I am saving some of these because I do want to try my hand for the final time on these headliners, Raleigh Fingers and Jose Reyes, going for an insane amount of stubs, and I really want to pull at least one of those, especially Jose Reyes. But we do have our last two right here. As you can see, the two that are new, Duke Schneider and Brooks Robinson, are the two that we are going to pick, because otherwise it would make no sense and we just lose out on an entirely free 99 overall card. Brooks Robinson right here, what else is there to say about him? He is the best defender in the game. He has pretty much everything 99 maxed out at third base, one of the most important positions that you need defense at. About 50 speed, maxed out vision 125, 97 105 contact, 80 power per side. This card is really good on paper. However, I have heard some not so bueno things about his batting stance and just hitting wise regardless. That is not that was before that we did see the most recent patch, so maybe that has changed a little bit. We're gonna have to wait and see for that, but I'm excited to have him. I'll probably try him out at some point, and you guys know I really like the defense, so I'm definitely happy about him for that point. If nothing else, I really just like to have the defense there. And finally, our last one that we are going to select is Duke Schneider right here. I've heard varying things about him, but Duke Schneider always manages to slap my ass and call me Sally whenever I play him, and he always really upsets me, hitting walk-off home runs multiple times against me. 115, 110 splits versus righties, 93, 83 splits versus lefties, 108 vision, 85 fielding, 78 arm, which is not awful in center field. That's definitely passable. 83 reaction, 74 speed, 47 stealing as a lefty bat who is shorter, 6 foot tall. You guys know I like shorter guys because they just don't take up that much room. If you look at a guy like Frank Thomas, there's such a big strike zone. It's a lot easier to drop in balls for called third strikes, not so much with a shorter target like Duke Schneider. So happy to have both of those added to the team right there. I don't think either of them are necessarily well, they're for sure not going to start. That's for damn sure. Pee Wee Reese, I'm going to get him out of there as well. That's where Jose Reyes is going to be. I don't know if they're going to fit on the bench or not. I can compare Billy Williams and Duke Schneider here really quickly. Duke Schneider is better, actually, so I think he'll probably fit into right there. So we're going to have an all 99 bench. And then Brooks Robinson, I don't think he has a secondary position. No, he does not. So he is going to be on the bench or on the reserves for now. Maybe eventually he'll find a spot, but those two guys have been added to the team. Now I'm going to open up a few packs, just a couple stragglers that I have, and create a little bit of a dialogue before we get into these tips. I am really happy, and I do want to say this because I don't think a lot of people have mentioned it. Alongside with how great the content has been, I really do think they did a phenomenal job in orchestrating the XP reward path. Last year when we had the ticket counter, we get a goal player right there, not bad. We get a German Jesus, Max Kepler, good to see right there. I'll just do a couple more packs, I guess. We'll do a 10, but why not? But I just really do like the fact that they decided to do this, because previously, when you had two currencies basically earning XP and earning the tickets, it was kind of confusing because you really had to choose, do I want to get this? Do I want to wait for this? And I just really was not a fan. I don't believe there's necessarily, I guess there was a way to earn tickets that was usually within the timed monthly programs that you would earn those tickets, but I just was not a huge fan of the XP reward path. You don't have to worry about any other currency. You get there and then you get to choose what you want. And otherwise, you know, usually like the cards, you can pick all of them within like the Kershaw packs and then the 99 maxed out packs that we just picked right there. Another gold player, Chris Paddock on my wrist, not bad. 2 more packs to go. But I do think they did a great job with that, and hopefully, I talked about this within my previous video, another gold player, Oliver Perez. You know, this game is coming out free for the month of October for all PlayStation Plus members. I'm hoping people are going to see that and be happy with it, and hopefully decide to get the game in MLB 20 and help grow the community within the last few years like it has been. So now, let's move on a little bit to talking about the tips that I want to give you guys for XP. One in particular that I do want to mention, this is within the monthly flashbacks. This is actually a pretty easy way to get XP. You just collect like 5 of these players and you're going to get 5,000 experience points. Within the recent ones, there are not enough golds to get, but there's 3 right there, and otherwise it's 2 diamonds, which you can quick sell right after, which is the important part. So this Ryan Yarbrough goes for 5.9k. You can quick some for 5,000. So you're really not losing out on that much. That's the important thing with the collections. You guys have to remember that. And especially if you go back within here where they have silvers and golds, you can do the same exact thing. Just get these cards, quick sell it for pretty much the same value. And once again, I'm going to reiterate, do not buy the card for how much it says. If you put a buy order in for 1,050 stubs, which is below quick sell value, if you were to sell it, people are still going to do it, and you are going to get that card for basically 50 stubs in added value for doing a collection. So that is very important. Another thing that I do want to talk about, this is something with the program stores that I have mentioned before, and this is what is going to require 2 of these bad boys, 2 controllers, and that is the program star method that I have told you guys previously about. I'm going to show that once again. This is the best way to earn XP. In one night when I was grinding the 6th inning program, I believe I gained about 12 XP levels, which is pretty crazy, and those were like high diamond levels as well. Those weren't like silver or gold levels. So all you're going to want to do is you're going to want to load this roster. It is available within the roster vault. All you're going to have to do is go ahead and search by username. You can just search GomesDaLegend, which is my YouTube name. I'm the one that made this roster. You're just going to want to search this within here, as I will complete doing so in just a second. You're going to download that one, Inning Z, and that roster right there. Now that we have it loaded, you're going to see there's 2 teams. You're going to use the Red Sox and Rays for obvious reasons. There's 2 maxed out 99 overall pitchers that we're going to show why you're going to want those, and then all the position players are at 0 hitting stats, which is going to play into effect here really soon. So all it takes to set up, pretty simple, pretty self-explanatory. You go into a play now, current rosters. Rays are set as my favorite team, so all I have to do is move it right there. And then we're also going to want to turn on the controller for the first part. That also might help a little bit. And then we're going to select both teams. Just go to Fenway Park. Make sure it is on fast play. That is definitely important. You're going to want to go on theme 1. I don't think it really matters, but quick count's also a very vital thing to do right there. Select both the 99 pitchers. You see all the position players are at 0 hitting stats, which is important because when it is on quick counts, which you will never play an actual 0-0 count, they're usually going to be an 0-2 count, a 1-2 count, a 2-2 count, something like that. They're going to have already some strikes and balls on there, but if everybody is at 0 hitting stats, you're more than likely to have more opportunities where they are 0-2, 1-2 counts, where you only have to throw 1 pitch, so it makes things go a lot faster. I do quickly want to show the sliders that you want to have, or the gameplay settings as well. I forgot to do this beforehand, but there are a few settings that you're going to want to have to do. For pitching, make sure that you are on classic pitching. That's the one where you're just going to have to tap the button and it is going to automatically throw it for you, so I'm going to want to do that for both. I would definitely recommend this doing this before you actually get into the game. I kind of passed that, and that slipped over my mind. For sliders, what you're going to want to do is put human starter stamina on all the way up, so that is not going to kind of make you miss your spots a little bit. Also put up control and consistency, because that's also going to help you throw strikes. Otherwise, you're going to want to put fastball pitch speed up. You're only going to be throwing fastballs, so that's all that really matters, and that's all that you really have to do. It's just going to help speed process up a little bit. Presentation is another thing that you should be doing. Make sure you're in fast play. Once again, have no pre-pitch cameras on. Camera frequency you want on rarely. All of these options are going to make it so you really do not have to mess with anything. There's no batter walk up, so it's going to be going as quick as possible, and we're going to show off why that is so important right here. So really, this is all we're going to be doing. We're just going to be pressing the X button constantly. You guys notice that we are currently pitching with the home team. So with the home team, you're always going to want to win the game with, and once that I am back up on the hitting side, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hit a home run with my leadoff batter, which I believe is going to be Mookie Betts, and then we're just going to play through this entire game, and eventually once we are done with it, once we're done with the 9 innings, we're just gonna quit out of there. So it is really as simple as this. You don't have to hit it well. You don't actually have to hit a home run. You can just flop around like a fish out of water, and eventually he's gonna be on his way, on his merry way home. He's gonna get the run. That is gonna technically help with XP, but also help when this game is done. Once the 9 innings are over, you don't have to worry about it going into extra innings, which I've heard varying results from people in my comment section, whether or not it does count past the standard 9 innings, whether it still counts for, you know, XP. I do believe it does. So if you're grinding in XP, just XP, if you're not looking for program stars, that might not be a bad idea to do, because you don't have to quit out, especially if you have a base PS4. The load times are going to be a little bit slower, but it is pretty much as follows. That is all that you're going to do the entire time. Once you're done with those 9 innings, or if you want to go on further, you just keep on pitching. And the best thing about it, you have to be, or you don't have to be, but you really don't have to do anything. You can be completely oblivious, completely mindless while you are grinding. You can watch a Netflix video, Netflix movie, Netflix TV show. You can watch a GomesDaLegend video. You can listen to a podcast, listen to music. You can even talk to a buddy on Skype. Whatever you really want to do, you can do it, because you do not have to pay attention. It's going to be a strike 99 times out of 100, and all you have to do is spam X. Once you notice that it is going to be changing sides, you're just going to hit X on the other controller, and it's really that simple. It is really easy, and you do earn tons of XP. I don't know down to a minute science how much you gain per game, how much you gain per pitch, how much you gain per millisecond, but you do earn a substantial amount. Like I was saying when I was grinding the 6th inning program, for doing about, I don't know, 5 hours of work, I did gain at least, or maybe it was about 6 hours or a little bit more, but nonetheless, within the rest of the night, I did get up to like 12 XP levels on the diamond rarity, so it definitely gets you XP really fast, and that's going to get you those free 99 overall rewards. But if you guys have any other questions as far as XP goes, I didn't include all my XP tips because I have made other XP videos in the past, so if you guys do need further help, you can make sure and look on my channel for other XP videos, or ask me a question down below in the comment section. I'll be glad to go ahead and give you my best response down there. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like down below. Hope you guys have a great day. I guess out.
Love is love and hate is hate. To die is an awesome adventure and I can hardly wait. Earth is a prison, I need a great escape. You know I'm in my zone when I'm up in outer space. You know I'm in my zone when I'm up in outer space. You know I'm in my zone when I'm up in outer space. You know I'm in my zone. You know I'm in my zone. I took a bite of the glory.